All right, so today I'm doing my presentation on pornography, a silent addiction. So our slogan is, "It's not just between you and the screen." So here's a link to our presentation with myself, Aubrey Boren, and my partner, who is also in my group, Shaylee Christiansen. So here's some pictures of the activity. Shaylee and I are on the left, and then we also have a picture of our handout, which were brains. They were stress balls shaped like brains, and it's with our slogan that it says it's not just between you and your screen. And then our poster that we used in our presentation. So we're presented at a company called First Light Energy here in Rexburg, Idaho, that employs students at BYU, Idaho. So since we were focusing on college-aged personnel, we thought it would be best to choose somewhere that employs students, preferably male, who are on the computer for long periods of time for work. So 4 people were able to attend our presentation, and it was approximately 30 minutes long. So we started out with a background on ourselves and our majors and what we were studying in school. We went on to our intro, where I discussed our topic and the importance of addressing the harmful effects of pornography addiction. Shaylee then discussed exactly what porn addiction does to the brain. So I read information on 2 articles. I kind of connected the two and described 11 ways that porn destroys your life, and other information that is found on the Fight the New Drug website. So after discussing these 11 points, Shaylee was able to discuss the statistics involving pornography. Then I talked about how to quit and provided some good resources in the area. Shaylee closed up the presentation very nicely. So after that, we discussed a little more about it and took a few questions. And then we passed out our handouts and had cookies and let them get back to work. So this was my pre-advertising email that I sent to Kevin, the manager at First Light Energy. It just says, "Have you ever considered the harmful effects of the porn on the brain, on relationships, on your life? Come find out." And then tried to make it desirable to look at, and so that they would want to come. Kevin emailed that to the employees. So our biggest strength for the activity overall, I think, was our overall message. So since pornography is such a great problem in the world today, I'm just glad I was able to fight for what is right. I think that our presentation overall was very strong and informational. Like, it could have been really boring, but we tried to really be animated and show a lot of passion for this fight and the problem that it is in our society. So our handouts and slogans on the handouts were also a great strength. So it was cool that we were able to give something that would remind them that they need to not look at porn on the computer, because it affects more than just them and their computer screen. So it is very, very dangerous. So something that we could improve on would probably be that I could have promoted it a little better. I had just assumed that there was going to be more people than there were, which was fine. I mean, we got 4 people and that was okay. But since I'm really passionate about this subject, it would have been cool to have even more people there. And I wish I would have gotten like a head count from the manager beforehand, so that I knew how many people would be there, and maybe have invited some people outside the call center as well, or there's also call centers in the same building that maybe would have wanted to have their employees attend, and which that would have been cool. So the lasting impacts, I think the boys who participated were able to get a stress brain that contained a message. We were hoping that this message sinks in, since it's shaped and colored like a brain. We just want them to be able to look at the brain and automatically remember the dangers of pornography addiction and how it can literally destroy your life. So it affects your body, not just your morals. I think since we did the presentation at the call center where they work, they will hopefully think twice if they were able to come in contact or to think about looking at porn, that they won't do it. So we really tried to overemphasize the effects porn has on the brain. So if anything, hopefully they will just look at the brain sitting there and automatically remember that it does affect the brain and it does affect you. It's not just something. So this is right up from our head person. Just yep. So the information we gave to the participants was very valuable. So in our church that all the guys belong to, we focus a lot about the moral side of pornography, but we don't really focus on the like biological sides and how it can physically change who you are and how you act when you are consuming the pornography. So I kind of thought of this. It's like a really caloric meal. So those calories are going to go somewhere whether we like it or not, no matter what, they're going to go in our body. And you are able to burn them off though. However, with pornography, you're not able to burn them off. So it stays with you the rest of your life in your brain, embedded in there. And it will cause a lot of turmoil and pain in your life. I personally know someone close to me who took their own life, and they were in deep turmoil and couldn't bear to live anymore. So all it started with was viewing pornography. So sharing our message could literally save a person's life, I believe. And there you go. Thanks for watching my presentation.